only way they're gonna have to find it is if they associate a drug issue tied to the issue.
To the issue.
Right. Other than that, they're not gonna test the person.
That's crazy. Hey, y'all, that's something we need to push for. We need to push for all law officers being tested regularly, and it don't have to be because they done a certain crime or they done been affiliated with something. They should be randomly tested.
Now, mind you, we've broken down how the mind was messed up with slavery. Okay. Now, as far as that color, like I said, baby, you cannot sit here and get on the world about something if, you know, they have to bathe themselves or agriculture themselves. You see what I'm saying? So now what caught my attention was these meteorites, and I'm going to dig into the ones first in the ocean, okay? You see, and why would I bring this up? Okay, think about it, people. If you got something that came to your planet, it is now considered a foreign substance.
All day long.
Now, these pictures I'm about to show you, let me know if you see any fish or livestock animals around it. Zero. Zero.
You don't see any life teeming or moving around that area.
And again, here's another one showing in the ocean as well. But, you know, as you can see, you don't really see no livestock around it.
You don't see nothing around it.
Period. So, you know,
that look like a fish.
May, but then again, we don't know if that's the buoy that's tied to this thing here.
Right.
Down
To
for
keep
so
it. To keep it.
I don't know what else this line is tied to. Matter of fact, there's two. There's one here and there's one here. So obviously, they going down there researching. Now, same thing here. Again.
And mind y'all, that's a large
hole.
Ship there.
Yeah.
That's a large container ship.
So now here's another one again. But
no life.
No life.
You don't see any little nothing around that large crater that's done hit the earth, ocean.
Again, another one. And it just shows you the volume of a lot of this stuff as it takes off the way it takes off. Man, you have to ask yourself, if you sitting here bathing in the water and it got foreign substance, what your skin's supposed to come out looking like? Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. We'll even go with these here, okay? We'll even go with these here. These are impact from meteors, okay?
That mind you, this happened in a tree green and rich piece of land, and you can see the impact from that meteorite, how it scorched the earth. Mind you, nothing is growing there.
No.
Listen, everything else is fertile and green, millimeters away from that area, and everything else ceased to exist. Now think about that, y'all.
And the thing is,
no vegetation.
If someone bathes in something like this, what do you think your skin gonna come out looking like? You see what I'm saying? You got the same material that's here, but you see the impact of it. Impact of it. Now, trust me, there was water in the desert, but if someone go bathing in it, you know, we got ourselves a big damn problem on why people's skin resembles this kind of material.
And mind you, these meteorites hit, you know, some time ago. You hear what I'm telling y'all? Some time ago. So even if erosion or being that this rock could have been so hot, you know, it can bore straight, it can go down now. That rock is immensely hot. So it's going down, and when they do their research, they go down in there, like my brother said, they're entrapped in all this different elemental environment, whether they have on suits or not, and they're experimenting with these foreign objects.
Now you see, this particular impact, there's some remnants of algae here. Okay, it doesn't bear this decayed process of settlement that you see on the outer ring.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, this goes to show you that even something like that can impact water to make it flood. You see, here's another one. Again, the material is being pushed up in the air based on the impact of the meteor. And I don't want to say comet, because if it was a comet, trust me, you have a big dent in the earth.
Yeah, but this was a meteorite.
Meteor.
That's way bigger than the comet.
And the thing is, you got these. Let me see. Let me bring up another. I already seen that one. That was part 3. Okay, here's another one too. I couldn't bring up the image per se, but they gave a location to where one of them is, and as you can see, that's not far from Florida. And you wonder why they get earthquakes tied to this range here. You got Cuba, and you got Puerto Rico over here in the cut. So I mean, it goes to show you that things ain't reacting for no reason. Again, more algae inside of this.
And look how emerald dark green that algae is. That is some potent shit right there.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the
Damn.
pH level is somewhere around 11 or 12. But that's good.
That's good algae.
That's good algae.
That's good algae.
That just show you that the water broke down that metal and created that fungi.
Mm-hmm. That's good algae.
Same thing here. This is like it was an older one.
Yeah.
Because you can see how it done decayed from the
and it
erosion.
kind of filled up from the dirt and over time. You know what I mean? But yeah, that hit some time ago, and things are starting to cover up that site. As y'all can see it, it's almost barely recognizable, visible.
Right, yeah. Right. It's only a matter of time for, you know, something to get caught there as far as, you know, extra settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Let what they call that, a sandstorm come through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is another one
Oh,
here.
wow.
And you can see the leftover remnants of the impact.
Yep, that's the
It collapsed from the inside of it.
Yep, and that's the outside of the meteorite.
Yeah.
That you guys see, that's all hilly and bumpy. That's the ass end of it. So that area there is wow. Now that's foreign. That's foreign. That looks like some kind of metal or some kind of crystallized metal or something. But that's foreign.
That's pretty much a aerodynamic of that particular lake. What is called Ackerman Lake, and this was also hit by impact as well.
Yeah, that left looked like a lot of
Now here's another one here where it shows you again. You don't see the algae there, but it'll let you know that, you know, if you bathe in this, there are gonna be some consequences. If you cook food in that, that's gonna be some consequences.
Yeah, there are foreign microbes in there that, I mean, if y'all look around that area,
No vegetation.
there's no vegetation. There's no animals or anything. I don't even think any animals live that close to that
impact.
impact. They probably live on the other side, because you can see greenery over there. You see greenery over there, so I'm sure wildlife is over there. But in this desolate area,
forget it.
Hell no, it ain't happening. Nobody.
And this is even wider. This show you that it was a hard impact because the lips of the edge is even higher than the other ones. But you know, these are different places around the world where the earth took a serious hit, and you can see remnants of a river right here.
Dried up.
It dried up, and then, you know, you got some other issues going on. Same thing here, it's zigzagging. That's why I say Earth don't lie. They're gonna leave evidence to show you what was there. They're gonna leave that evidence. Now, these are some of the materials they pulled up out of
those
edges.
Those edges of those large pieces. And if y'all can look, like, none of this stuff, if you know stone and if you know masonry and stuff, you'll look at this and say, nah, I ain't never worked that kind of material before.
Now, mind you, this location has 2 impacts.
West and east.
So, you know, that means that something broke off.
Yeah.
And it just hit the same location. Again, This is another one, and you got to see the vegetation there. But it's a good thing that, you know, we see life there. It's just a sad thing that, you know, we being robbed of the truth of what's going on. Now, come next week, King, I'm gonna wind up bringing some of these Roman numbers Roman alphabets to show you how that's tied to frequency. And when I bring up some of these old pictures back up, you're gonna see why you have certain things at a high plane because they create the energy from a low plane.
And I love that thought process. Speaking on drugs and how they were allowed to decimate a society in its entirety. I read a piece about the Japanese plane fighters and the guys who
The
fight.
kamikazes.
Listen, do you know these guys will get doped out on opium before they fly out?
See?
They literally listen. I read it. They smoked opium. They was on opium. They was on morphine, opium, and they would go out and have a flight. That's no different from a honorable death where the guy takes the little I want to say the knife that he uses to cut open his belly.
Okay.
I forgot what that ceremony is called.
A Takama sword.
Yeah, and
that's when a person is committing a harakiri.
Exactly. And and that can be and for those kind, that's an honorable death. You know what I mean? And so just think about it. If you're out in these large planes and you on this drugs and you bombing and shooting one another, you have no fear of anything. That means,
you know what? It reminds me too. It would explain also when you had so many deaths in the Civil War between the Confederate and the Union. Because the soldiers was high.
There was
the only
high,
one
man.
Who wasn't was the black soldiers.
And mind you, but unfortunately, let me correct you, my brother. A lot of them was strung out on opium. The brothers who fought over there, a lot of them did get hooked. A lot of them perished. But a lot of them when they got back here to the States, they were so drugged out. They,
And you wonder why they were sitting here having so many babies. Boy, look at here.
It just,
Boy, look at here.
it just these kind of things should make you think to yourself like.
Why would you process 20-something kids knowing you can't be accounted for all of them? Why sit here and give a whole bunch of people access and dominion over other people and they crackheads? It seems like every religion is made with the drug. You see what I'm saying? You got Buddha, his is tied to opium. You had Muhammad, his is tied to opium. Krishna, hers is tied to opium. Jesus tied to wine. Get drunk however you need to. I mean, what we doing here? What we doing here? And not doing even better to raise the stakes. Since you want to be religious-fied about it, ask yourself on which day they made vegetation. Why the opium, the cocaine, and the heroin, and the coffee bean had to be made.
And mind y'all, big brother, little brother just showed y'all they put this shit as a commodity. You can buy it. Your babies can suck on it and get rid of that sweet tooth and watch a nigga hang from a tree.
And laugh about it.
And it's almost no. It is but it's almost no different from when your little child say, "Ooh, mama, I want to go back and do the swings tomorrow and swing with Jeffrey and them." Little buddy want to see another hanging. "Ooh, I want to see another nigga hang, mama."
Now, mind you.
And he on drugs. He's on dope.
Now, mind you. At this time of the 1800s, what religion was over here? Catholic. Catholic.
Say it again.
Catholic.
Say it again.
Catholic.
Say it again.
So, again, middle class, I still point the finger because why? We can revert to Selena Hastings and this is the sister who taught the first black preacher and indoctrinated him. Okay? This woman here indoctrinated the brothers. You know, hold on, I need to get something right here. Oh shit. All right. Here she is. That's her right there. Selena Hastings. That's the one who indoctrinated the first black preacher. And she was up there in Massachusetts, but she was going back and forth to London. Again, the middle class dealt with opium. So, you know, again, you can see clear as day, what does it say? Countess of Huntingdon.
Huntingdon. That's a serious last name. You hear me?
So, you know, that, she's part of somebody's house, as far as house of nobility.
Yeah. Britannia. You see that?
Over Canada.
You see that?
Britannica.
Mm-hmm.
So, long story short, she indoctrinated John Merritt, and again, they had to revert to another way of getting opium out for the world. Okay? But this is why we gonna forever thumbs down the religious world, because why? Look what they doing. You raping kids and you sitting here getting people high. And you're breaking up homes because you're having sex with the wives. You know how many preachers in Africa done got killed because they got caught having sex with somebody else's wife?
That shit is a no-no, man.
And guess what they do to the woman?
They kill her ass.
They chop her up.
Yep, kill her ass.
They chop her up.
That's betrayal.
So again, you know,
That's betrayal.
they also hang the dude, or if not, they'll sit there and beat him, then burn him alive.
Yeah.
But again, this culture that dealt with okaying the drugs, and then all of a sudden you bring in Selena Hastings in a situation. It was a perfect remedy for sitting here bringing in the word belief.